Hello, Mrs. Smith here. I wanted to go over pre-enrollment instructions for high school. So if you are on the Burlingame homepage, you'll click Counselors page, and then you'll come over here to High School Pre-Enrollment 2021. This form will pop up, and you will click the enrollment form for the grade you'll be in next year in the fall. So if you're currently an 8th grader, you would pick 9th grade enrollment. If you're currently an 11th grader, you would pick 12th grade because that's what you'll be in next year. So if I were to click on one of these, I would click, it would take me to this form here, and it says freshman pre-enrollment form. For whatever grade level, it says that up at the top, and then pre-enrollment. You'll fill out this with the information that I'm providing, and then also make sure you have a parent review it. But the main things I want everyone to know is these basic facts about Burlingame. So Burlingame High School graduation requirements, we do require 28 credits to graduate. So you'll need 4 English credits, and what that means is one semester is half a credit. So if you take a full year, both semesters, fall and spring, that would equal 1 credit. And then you'll do that your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. We require 3 math, 3 science, 3 social studies, 1 year of PE or health, and that is taken your freshman year. And then you also have to take a computer, foreign language, and fine arts. Then you will have the choice to pick certain classes that you're interested in that maybe hopefully align with your career interests. And you can choose classes based on those interests that will hopefully make you better prepared after you graduate high school. So those are major categories there. The next page we'll go over is the students call it the blue pyramid page. And for this page, the base of the pyramid are the graduation requirements for Burlingame High School. Now, every student has the option to go beyond what is required of Burlingame High School, and that would be this next level, which would be if they're planning to go to a 4-year college. So they would complete the high school requirements and then keep these other things in mind. Qualified admissions mean that you meet the requirements automatically to be accepted. So here's the page for this. If you are interested in attending a public 4-year university in Kansas, these are the entrance requirements that will automatically get you accepted. An ACT score of 21 or higher. And remember, the ACT is a test that juniors take here during the school day in the spring semester of their junior year, and that students can take over and over if they would like. It's offered on the weekends, on Saturdays, at different schools. We kind of take turns throughout the county, and there is a cost to it, and you have to register online for all of them. So that is for 4-year public universities. Private universities may have different requirements to gain entrance to their college. Junior colleges or community colleges that are 2 years often just require your transcript. They do like to see an ACT score, but that is not usually dependent or directly related to your entrance into their classes. So this is some basic information for you all. And then the very top of the pyramid is called the Kansas Scholars Curriculum. And this is deemed the most challenging curriculum that we offer here at Burlingame Schools. And it requires, again, the Burlingame graduation requirements, but in addition, I should say, requires an advanced math class, which would be like a college algebra, elementary statistics, pre-calculus, trigonometry, one of those, a full credit of that. And then you have to take biology, chemistry, and physics. So you have to take both of those. And then a foreign language, you have to take an additional year. Remember, Burlingame already requires 1 year. They require an additional year of a foreign language. So that will be another year of Spanish. So we're going to keep going here. Freshman year, these are the outlines for what classes you would take your specific year. You also have the choice of when you want to take Spanish, computers, and an art or a band class. Again, my recommendation is always that you go ahead and take those early on in your high school career so that your junior and senior years you have more flexibility to take the classes that are directly related to your long-term goals. So then you could take your junior year, you could do Washburn Tech or Allen County, or you could have some more choices for electives. So those are some things to think about for that. Sophomore year is very similar, and all of this is included on that pre-enrollment form for you to look at. I know I'm moving through it rather quickly. Juniors and seniors do have the option to be, juniors have an option to be a mentor in Mrs. White's Title I reading program, and that would have that student help get the reading material ready for students in our elementary school. And then after, when you're a senior, you can be a mentor and do that again, or you could possibly be a teacher's aide. So those are some options that you would have in addition to the basic requirements and electives. Your junior year, you can go on 2 college visits. I strongly encourage you to do so. Seniors get to go on 3. These are great opportunities to get to know what a campus is like and get a feel if it's going to be a good fit for you. Earlier in your career, your sophomore year, I encourage you to go job shadow. Find out if that's actually a career that you could see yourself doing day to day. So we've got lots of opportunities as we cruise through what your year will look like. Also this year, to help drive the choices that you make when you're choosing your electives, I would like you to take into consideration our Kansas career fields and clusters model. So you guys have worked with this on Zello, and so if you go to Zello and you click on About Me and you scroll down, it will have indicated what career clusters are a good fit for you. If you can't remember right offhand, that's a good place to look. But if you can remember, you can glance here or look at some of the jobs and positions that are listed. And I would like you to keep that in mind, because as we go to the next slide after that is the one that has the breakdown of those specific pathways, but what courses we at Burlingame have that match up with that would help you be better prepared going into that field. Just a little note, if there is an asterisk by it, that means that that course is offered as an extension of Burlingame High School in like Washburn Tech or Allen County. So those are some additional choices. As you go through, all of the material that we just covered is in this pre-enrollment form for you guys to look at. I made it pretty user-friendly. It requires you to click the certain areas, and then we'll go down to a little further. We'll have where there are electives. Make sure you click which career cluster or 2 that you might be interested in. Don't worry or stress if you aren't quite sure, because you can always change your mind next year or even later this year. That's fine too. Here are your elective choices. And so you're going to look at these, and then it says love it, like it, would be okay, or no interest in, and no thank you. Now, that being said, this is the version I see, but I did go ahead and put definitions of the courses that might not be just outwardly obvious, so students can make informed decisions about the classes they're planning to take. There are, at the very bottom, there's some additional classes that we haven't offered before, but we're just looking to see what interest there is and see if we could potentially have a class. A leadership course, career and life planning would be some of those, like our adulting day activities to help prepare students for day-to-day life outside of high school. A business course, entrepreneur, if anybody's interested in kind of starting their own business, or even after they have a career, if they want to have like a side business, this would be an interesting time to get familiar with that. And then also a speech class, just to help our students be able to represent themselves as best they can in their job settings. So after that, students will be asked, sometimes they're going to, if you're older, if you're junior or senior, it's going to go and say, are you taking dual credit classes with Allen County, or are you taking Washburn Tech? And if you are, you'll need to indicate that in that section and answer the related questions. At the end of both of those, it will take you to this, and this is the parent guardian review. This is for the parent. I have reviewed my students' enrollment choices. And then after that, I would like your parent or guardian to type their name there, because we do not want this to be a decision that just students make on their own. The classes that students take are very important, and we really feel like that should be a family decision and discussion. So these